Welcome back. You're still watching Game On. And yes, we just wrapped up our top 5 stories. There we talked about that wonderful jacket from Michael Jordan and Sergio Mane having to realize that I would have been an adult more. I would have acted more maturely, and not forgetting new manager for Kaizer Chief. It's time to go deeper into the world of sport, and we're taking you to the world of rugby. Good tidings for Nigeria. Now, despite losing to Algeria in the final, Nigerian men rugby team, the Black Stallions, they punched one of the 3 tickets of the African Men's Sevens Cup. The prerequisite tournament for Paris 2024 Olympic qualifiers built to hold in Zimbabwe from 16 to 17 of September 2023. Now, the winners of the Africa Cup 7 in Zimbabwe will automatically qualify for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, while the second and third place teams will progress to the 2024 final Olympic qualification tournament. Now, in addition to this, the top 2 teams at the Africa Sevens will qualify for the 2024 Challenger Series. Now, this is great for the Nigerian rugby sides because they have been active action for a long time until the savior came, of course, to give them a light at the tunnel. So today we've got the president of the Nigerian Rugby Football Federation, NRFF, Dr. Ademola Are, joining us. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you very much. My pleasure to be with you. And hello, Nigeria.
It's a pleasure to have you, President. But I must say congratulations to the Black Stallions. They finished second best in Mauritius Sevens Cup ranking, and they will be one of the 12 teams to feature in the Harare Sports Club in Zimbabwe this September for the African Men's Sevens Cup. What has been the secret, or what has been the position of the Federation as regards this performance from the Black Stallions?
Yes, thank you very much. The secret behind this, in quote, like you rightly stated, is the support of the federal government of Nigeria to ensure that rugby takes its proper place in the Committee of Nations in Africa and in the world, and also the determination of the board. And the most important of it all, the players themselves who are determined to ensure that after a long lull in rugby at the African level, they needed to come back and make a statement. And that was exactly what happened. When we went to Mauritius, they were there. People did not really expect what happened. But with their perseverance, determination, and dexterity in the field of play, Nigeria was able to put up a well-deserved performance at the games, and we were able to come second, beaten by Algeria in the finals. So we want to give kudos to the players who gave it all to ensure that we got to the finals of that game.
Yes, I would say congratulations to the players. I remember that the co-captain Declan Nwachukwu, he scored 12 tries in the competition, and he clinched the award for the highest try scorer in Mauritius. Congratulations to him. But Doctor, with this performance, a lot are asking for a Black Stallions versus South African Springboks matchup in order to confirm if they are really good as they have positioned in Mauritius. Do you think this will be a determinant for the success of the Black Stallions, or would you say that it is too early to match them up with the Springboks or even with Kenya Rugby Sevens?
Yes, we are actually building up gradually, and it is always good to know where you are when you are on a map. On a scale of 10, when you are talking about South Africa, you are talking about Kenya. These are teams that are at the top. But I can tell you, we are going to give them run for their money.
Wow.
When we meet them. We look forward to meeting them. We perceive them as leaders on the African continent. But I can assure you, with the way we are really putting things together, Nigeria will not be just brushed aside when we get to Zimbabwe.
All right. This confidence you share must be you have a backing, and maybe from the back room, the managers, the crew, and the trainers, that must be where your confidence lies. But sometime in May, Dr. Ademola, At the readmittance of Nigeria into international scene by the World Rugby Sevens, Steve Lewis was appointed the coach of the Black Stallions. His first assignment was to lead the national men and women's sevens team to the 2024 Olympic Games, the pre-qualifiers, which you've just finished in Mauritius, but we're waiting for that in Zambia for the women. But we got a big shocker at the revelation from you in a broadcast that Steve was on a work-for-free agreement. Can you please clarify that for us? A lot are wondering why a former coach of the United States Rugby, Jamaica Sevens, and the technical consultant for Brazil national rugby team could be on such an agreement, a work-for-free agreement. Can you just clarify that for us?
Yes, it's actually working for free in quote. When I say for free, he's not charging us salaries. We are not paying salaries to him. We only take care of his logistics, probably air tickets, hotel accommodation. And because he's so passionate about development of rugby in Nigeria, he was there once, I think in 2009, when he took us to the Commonwealth level. And we just felt that we needed such a person with that passion and love, with interest to develop rugby in Nigeria. And that was why we approached him. And he actually promised us that at his spare times, he would definitely be there for us to ensure that we climb the ladder as quickly as possible. So it is not just about money. It is about interest and passion for development of rugby in Nigeria.
How long do you think this agreement will stand? This is one man that has got a lot in his, his resume, as they would say. He has got a lot. He's a former coach of the United States Rugby Sevens. How long do you think the NRFF would continue with this agreement, or do you think Steve will be able to hold up this agreement with the Federation?
As long as we can manage the agreement, I'm sure Liz will be there for us. And we're also a very grateful nation. As we are going along, we should know what to do. We should be able to appreciate him as we move along. And I can assure you, because of, he gave us the word actually, and we are banking on his word. It's like a father figure to us. What happened in Mauritius, actually, he won the hearts of everybody. Always there for advice, always ready to give the fatherly touch to every one of us. And I think the relationship will go a very long way. We really love him and we want him to be with us.
Okay, are there plans by the Federation to maybe one day have to appreciate Steve Lewis with a contract?
We will definitely do that if it has to come to that. Like I said, he understands our psyche, he understands what we do over here. And like I said, we will definitely appreciate him. And if it has to become to a formal agreement as time goes on, I'm sure we will definitely do that.
Okay, we will be waiting over here. What are the plans by the Federation ahead of the Olympic qualifiers in Zimbabwe? Any preparatory games for the Black Stallions in line?
Yes, we've actually started preparing for that. Apart from some games that are really lined up, we want to make sure that we beef up our lineup. We want to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4 players that will really add more bite to the team so that we can withstand the pressure from the likes of South Africa and Kenya. And also, we've been appealing to our sponsors, African Sports Connect, and as well as Bugawi, who is very much interested in being part of us, so that we can all come together and put up a robust plan, not just planning for Zimbabwe, but a more robust plan that will ensure that we have a continued program that will lead to a more stable participation in international games, as well as developing our grassroots sports development. Zimbabwe should be watching out for Nigeria.
Okay, we cannot wait for that. That's a big call-up to Zimbabwe over there for the pre-Olympic qualifiers. And congratulations to Nigeria, President, I would say. From 24th, you've moved up to 11th. That's a great one there. Thank you so much, the President of the Nigerian Rugby Football Federation, Dr. Ademola Are. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are very grateful. Thank you.